Over here, drugs are bundled in. Over here, you're going to get a standalone Part D drug plan. We're going to talk about how that works in just a minute. Dental, vision, and hearing. Original Medicare doesn't cover dental, vision, and hearing. It's another one of those things it doesn't cover. Usually, I advise people to just pay cash. I think you'll come out ahead that way. I mean, you know your own situation better than I do, but most vision and hearing plans are not very good. I have never seen one that I sell this stuff. I think a lot of it is dollar swapping. You're paying $1 in premiums to get $1 in benefits. All they're doing is giving you a little discount. And a lot of dental plans are not real good either. You pay the premiums, and then you go to use it. Like, oh, we'll cover a little bit, but we're not going to cover all of it. Now, if you got serious dental problems, we're going to have a different conversation about it. So if you're just like, I get my teeth cleaned twice a year, I'd say pay cash. You'll probably come out ahead. Use the magic words, Dave Ramsey, I'm paying cash. And say, you get the special deal today. You're paying cash. They love seeing cash patients come in. If you're like, hey, I got bad teeth, inherited bad teeth from my mother, and I got caps that are falling out. And well, if you got dental bills that look like a car payment, we're going to have different conversations. So a good, robust dental plan would be very helpful for you. Just kind of keep that in mind. I would not push dental, vision, and hearing on someone unless you really have a need for the dental stuff. They have a Costco around here? Yeah. Yeah. So there's ways of getting hearing aids and eyeglasses cheaper. So just be resourceful about it, and you'll probably come out ahead. Let's talk about drugs. This is the stuff that nobody ever teaches you. And now that you guys are going to know this, it's going to serve you for the rest of your life. Part D plans. Doesn't matter how you get your Part D, if you get it bundled with an Advantage plan or you get it as a standalone plan, there's some things that all Part D plans have in common. And that is, one of those things is a formulary. Y'all heard of a formulary before? Is that familiar to you? Okay, you'll know tonight. And so a formulary is a list of what drugs that a plan covers. Each plan has its own formulary. It's a list of the drugs that are covered and how they're covered, how much that they pay. A good way to think of it is like the menu at a restaurant. So every restaurant has its own menu, right? If you go to this restaurant over here, they've got steak and lobster and shrimp, and they've got their prices. And if you go to this restaurant over here, they've got hamburgers, hot dogs, and pizza, and they've got their price. It's the same thing with Part D plan. So this formulary is broken into tiers, and you'll hear drugs referred to as Tier 1, Tier 2 drugs, Tier 3 drugs. Tier 1 and Tier 2 are generic drugs. Those are the ones where you go to the pharmacy and they say, well, that's not going to cost you anything today, or it'll cost you a couple of dollars. Tier 3 and Tier 4 are brand name drugs, and those are more expensive. These are made up numbers here, but it'll give you an idea. So a preferred brand name drug might be a drug that retails for $1,000 a month, but you go in and you're paying $47. That's why we have Part D. Specialty drugs, those are the ultra expensive drugs. They just charge you a percentage of the cost of the drug, maybe 25% of the cost of the drug. Again, these are made up numbers. It's just to give you an idea about how these work. You're still paying a premium. These are the copays. This is the most important part about any Part D drug plan, because if your drugs aren't on the menu, it's not doing you any good. And about 47% of all prescription drugs are not on any Part D. So if I'm helping you with something, the first question I'm going to ask you is, give me a list of your drugs. I need to know your prescriptions. What are you taking? What's the dosage? How many are you taking in a month? And let's look in your area where you reside and find the Part D plans that are available to you. Well, that's true. And that comes up often. And so, because I get people that say, okay, well, we're enrolling in this in the fall for next year, and I don't know if my doctor's going to prescribe something to me in July. That's always a problem. Well, none of us knows that. So you just do the best with what you know for right now. And if that happens, then you call me. And this is going to be something you reevaluate every year. Same thing on the Advantage plans. The plans change every year. So we're starting Wednesday, we're going to be in the annual election period, which is the time of year where we evaluate all of this stuff. Now, if you get a supplement, you don't have to worry about it. You're going to keep that supplement from here to heaven. You'll never change it. As long as you pay your premiums on it, you never change it. You just keep it. But the drug plans, you need to reevaluate it every year. The rules change. What they cover changes. They changed in a big way this year. And if nothing else, your drug needs evolve over time. So you may not be taking anything now, but you might next year or the year after. So we're going to reevaluate that. If I'm working with you on something, I'm going to call you up about this time of year every year. and say, hey, let's take a look at what your drugs are. Did you quit taking anything? Juan, did you start riding your bicycle and you're all healthy now and you got off all your meds? Then we might be able to dial down your plan. All right. So there are some types of drugs, some categories of drugs that aren't included in any form. And that would be like, think about compounded drugs. They're custom, characteristically custom. So they can't say, well, we're going to cover something that's just made up in the compounding pharmacy. There's other things like barbiturates because of the potential for abuse. Benzodiazepines, those are the anxiety drugs. Cosmetic drugs and hair loss drugs. Sorry, Juan. Some of us are just out of luck. Fertility drugs, we're all over 65 here. Sexual dysfunction, we're not going to talk about it. Vitamins and minerals, even if you're prescribed vitamins and minerals, it's not covered. Weight loss and weight gain drugs. Now, most of us at this age don't need weight gain drugs, but the weight loss drugs, that's getting to be, yeah, well, in every class I teach, someone asks me, I just am going to head you off here. What about Ozempic? What about Wegovy? All right, let's talk about it. These are the same stuff. They're a category of drugs called semaglutides, GLP-1 drugs. In fact, these are made by the same company. It's a company called Novo. Medicare Plan Video Man.